Hey, best friends. Welcome to the Bestie Advice Podcast. Where we discuss all things relationships.
And now for part 2, red flags, signs of a toxic friend. That actually flows into the next question is you have a friend that try to make you them, like another version of them. They don't embrace your style, your personality. They want you to be a mini me. That's definitely a red flag. But what would you say?
that really is a red flag. So you being the other person, I do believe, one, that you have to be confident in who you are and confident in your style, confident in what you like, or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, it's okay to take advice as far as from your friend. Like, I'm just gonna use, I'm just clothes, it's a certain outfit that you have on. You like, girl, how do you think this red top look on me? Girl, red, you should do green. Yeah, do green because I'm wearing green. Whatever the case, as far as may be, or whatever. And it's like, okay, why are you saying that?
Exactly.
Like, why is it when I say, okay, I think we should go to the movies? Nah, we should go to dinner. Okay, I think I should wear my hair down. Nope, you should wear your hair up like mine. I think I should get braids. Nope, you should get a perm like I got a perm. Like, okay, no. It's like, okay, I feel like they're trying to make you a mini version of them or whatever. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you like, and it's okay to receive, as far as some feedback. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do green, I should do blue. Maybe I shouldn't do blue, I should do red, whatever. If you've been wearing the same, here's an example, you've been wearing the same hairstyle for 5 years, and your friends say, hey girl, why don't you try this? I don't think that's controlling you.
No,
I think that's them trying to get you try something else different.
Right.
So you do got to kind of know the difference, as far as between the two. So I mean, as far as with you, like what would you do as far as, look, if I kept on saying, Irene, girl, you should get braids. Oh, okay, get braids. Yeah, and I think you should wear pink lipstick. Don't wear the red lipstick no more.
Right. Yeah, I think that when you find that people want to change you, like that's a red flag, when they're trying to change, who you are, your personality, because that's the goodness of God. Is everybody is different. We all have our own DNA. And that was something that, going back to you and our journey. And so for all of you guys that are listening out there, during this podcast, Kiran and I will talk a lot about our journey of how we became very close. And going back to our journey, if you listen to the first 2 podcasts, I talked about how someone thought that we were related. Someone thought that we looked alike. Yeah. And I made a comment, I would say that you're my twin. Well, twins might look the same, but they have a lot of differences. And so Kiran and I have been able to embrace each other's differences. As much as we have in common, we do have quite a few differences.
Yes, absolutely.
Height, is different. We're both fair skinned, but Kiran has more of a yellow tone. I have more of a reddish olive tone. Like, we're very, very different. We do have similarities, but we have differences. I'm a little bit more stubborn, I think, than Kiran. I would dig my heels in a little bit more. Kiran is a little bit more reserved than I am in a lot of ways. So we have a lot of differences, and we celebrate those differences, and we celebrate what's similar about us. We're very fortunate to have a similar style in dress, a similar style in clothes. That's what makes us good friends. We're able to talk about, I might have braids next week, she might have a short bob next week.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just how we are. I'm sure she got this red cardigan. We have we have a lot of similar clothes, and we used to drive people crazy because we would show up dressed in the same thing and not plan it,
Exactly.
because we had similar styles. but we're still different people,
Absolutely.
and we have different likes and dislikes and foods, we like and dislike different foods. And so that's okay. That's what makes us unique. And so if you have a friend that wants you to be exactly like them, that's single white female. I don't like that. Run the other way.
Exactly.
If they want everything that you got, or everything that you have, that is a red flag. You say you want a Jetta, next thing you know, they driving a Jetta. What? And I can give you an example. I told someone about some furniture that I wanted. And I was so angry because my husband was helping move this person in. And he called me and said, baby, did you tell them about the furniture that you wanted? I was like, yeah. He said, oh, they got it. So I made a mental note, to be mindful of what I share. But I'm saying, those kind of things, they're not necessarily deal breakers, but they're things that you kind of look for if you're sharing something and they're always trying to, get it first or control the situation, control what you're doing.
Yes.
That's a red flag.
Yes, absolutely. Like, no, like you said, our personalities, it's a lot of things, that's alike, but then actually our personality is a little bit different, or whatever, but that's okay. At the end of the day, where I may be weak, she's strong, and in areas that she may be weak in, I'm strong. Iron sharpens iron, or whatever. So it's like, I believe you do want someone that sometimes is a little bit different than you.
Oh yeah.
You don't want a copycat. No. You don't want a mini you, because first of all, you a mess. I'm talking about y'all out there.
I'm a mess.
I know I'm a mess. So if two of us sitting here like that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Or whatever. You want somebody that's gonna tell you like you're wrong. You want somebody. You don't want a person, a yes man or a yes woman around you or whatever. You want somebody that you can kind of buffer with, and that's okay. That is okay. So no, I don't want the mini me's.
No, I don't want that either. And I think that's, I don't know if you guys ever seen a movie called Single White Female. I want you to rent it.
Girl, you took us back to, ain't that the 90s? Wasn't that the 90s?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. I think I was maybe in college or something. I seen it. It scared me.
Yeah, I think you went straight to the 90s with Single White Female.
Oh, let me think. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Oh, wait a minute. What's the movie with Beyonce? Wasn't that lady like obsessed or something? Wasn't it called Obsessed? What is that?
Obsession?
Is that what it's called? With Beyonce?
With Idris Elba?
Yeah, remember the lady? Didn't she want what Beyonce had or something?
Yeah, but no, the Single White Female is a good example. Oh. That woman changed her hair color.
She did.
Baby back.
She did. And I know I don't want to keep harping on this, but not only have I talked about this with you, I've talked about this with other friends. When you noticed that they do everything you do, you be like, wait.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna share with y'all out there about me. When it comes to me and Irene, if Irene has on, I'm just gonna say some perfume that she has. Girl, that smells good. What is the name of that perfume? Oh, this is called Good Girl. Oh, okay, good. Where did you get it from? I got it from Macy's. I'm telling you, thank you. I'm going to Macy's to get some. Now, I'm not all sneaky, girl. Where you get that skirt from? I got that skirt from such and such. I'm going to get that skirt. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm not coming back and all of a sudden, I got the cardigan you got on. I done went and got the pearls you got on. I ain't said nothing. Look, the next show that we do, I just pop up and I'm looking like you. No.
Right.
I'm going to let you know what I'm going to do.
Right.
But then here's the thing. When it comes to me, I'm like adding on to what I'm already doing. I can't be Irene and Irene can't be me. So that's what we have to look at. We can't be other people. We have to be the best versions, of ourselves. I done went off into something else. We got to make sure that we are being the best versions of ourselves. Like that's just period. We got to know who we are. We got to recognize, who we serve. And once you recognize who you serve, if you don't know who you are, he's gonna tell you, as far as who you are, or whatever. But you don't have to be like anybody. It's okay to admire other people, but it's not okay when you make an idol out of other people.
Oh my God.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No, that's really, really good. I think that, saying to be the best version of yourselves. And I like it when I see a group of friends.
Could you try again?
When you get a group of friends and you have like, oh, this is the funny one, this is the silly one, this is the bougie one, this is, because everybody has different personalities, and
Yes.
that makes it fun, but if everyone is the same, that's boring. That's why I said, as much as we're alike, we're not alike. And that makes it fun. That makes us crack jokes, and we're able to be ourselves around each other.
Yes.
But bond over our similarities, and our differences,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I agree with that. And so I definitely want to, that really leads into the last question that we're going to talk about in this episode, which is a major red flag that you already know. It's my number one pet peeve. A red flag of a friendship is when they are in competition with you.
Yes. Absolutely. Look, it's enough for me being me and trying to keep up with me, let alone to have somebody trying to compete with me. So yes, that is a major red flag, and here's some examples. You say, hey, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get my master's. Then all of a sudden they enrolled in school. They never talk to you about getting their master's. But all of a sudden they going back to school to get their master's. Oh, okay, that's cool. That like that first thing. Okay. Then it's like, okay, hey, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get my PhD. And all of a sudden they motivated to go back to school to get their PhD. They ain't never talked to you about, and not saying they got to share every little thing with you, but they've never said anything. And all of a sudden, as far as they're doing the same thing as far as with you, or you talking about your kids. Here's a good example. Yes, my daughter is doing this and my son is doing this and my husband is doing that. Really? So my daughter doing this and my son is doing that and my other daughter doing. Okay, but we're talking about my family though. So it's like that whole competitive thing, because I'm doing it, you got to do it, or because I'm doing it, you got to do it better.
I remember.
I don't have time for that. And here's the thing.
No.
I'm just going to share about just me personally.
Right.
The way that I grew up with my brother and my sister, when it came to playing games like board games, they're very competitive. Me, this is just a friendly game of Monopoly.
Right. That's me. Let's just play
it's a friendly game of Uno. It doesn't make a difference who wins. That's me. But they're very competitive. But that's with games. Being competitive in sports, competitive in games, that's good. But you shouldn't be in competition with friends. No.
Because friends enhance.
That's a major red flag.
No, it is. Friends enhance each other. And my thing is, like, if I say, using your example, I want to go back to school to get my master's, and I'm telling you as a friend, knowing me, I'm saying, let's do it together. I'm one of those people, like, we're all in, because you are a sum total of the people you hang around with. So my thing is this: it shouldn't be no competition. It should be everybody building everybody up. Where I'm lacking and you got it, hey, you're going to help me fill in that gap. And so I think that you're looking at it all wrong, where you have to be better. And that was something I noticed right away, and I stopped doing. Growing up, I remember my grandmother talking to one of her friends, and she was like, I never like to share anything about my grandkids, because if I say this, they're going to say this and this. And she, next thing you know, they kids walking on water. And she was like, I can't do it, And so I remembered that when I was sharing something about my son to someone, and before I could finish my sentence, their son was walking on water. And I just was like, okay, mental note, I ain't saying nothing, And so I think that when you have those people that are in competition, again, you got to know where to place them on the shelf. They are going to be your ace, your ride or die, your ace, because they feel like they got to compete. You got a 5-bedroom, three bathroom house. They
Man.
gonna get up 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom house. And I'd be like, cool, let me walk through your 7-bedroom. That's my personality. You get a 2020, they gonna get a 2021. Y'all know these people out here like that, and it's okay. Don't go broke. Don't lose sleep.
Trying to keep up.
No, don't put no thoughts, when it comes to people like this, because a lot of times it's something internal with them.
Exactly.
Like you gotta secretly compete with someone. You need to check yourself. That's a heart thing, because if you're calling yourselves friends help each other, not compete.
Yes.
So I don't want no friend that I have to compete with. I want a friend that can help me do better. Now, if a friend to me and they're saying, hey, Irene, you operating too low, do this and come up, that's a friend.
Exactly.
I'm like, you know what? You love me. You want me to do
good. Exactly. Yeah. Here's a bonus one. I believe that's a red flag. Here's a bonus one. When your friend can't give you any compliments. Ooh. A friend that never compliments you.
Never had.
That's a red flag. I mean, you looking fly. You looking good. And she or he can't even say, girl, your makeup is on point. Girl, I love your shoes. Oh, girl, you smell good. You're beautiful today. It's nothing as far as to give a person a compliment, but they never compliment you on anything. And it's not even about the physical. They never say, girl, congratulations. Girl, you're doing a good job. You're an awesome mom. You're an awesome wife. I'm always praying for you. I just want to. They never have anything good to say. That's a one-sided relationship right there. Is. That's the one you need to be like.
Hey.
Thing is, you can't make a person compliment you. At the end of the day, when they do it, you want it to come from their heart. So it's almost like, even if you address them, if I'm like, Irene, you know what I noticed? Like, you never complimented me on that. You never tell me how my hair looks. You never tell me if I'm beautiful. You never give me any encouraging words. And then all of a sudden, it's like, Cameron, your lipstick cute today. And you don't do one of them numbers. Now it's like 4. So you can't, that right there, you cannot change in a person. Mm-hmm. You can't change.
No, that's, again, friends have to compliment each other. That is definitely a red flag. And you have to figure out as a person, like, why you're attracting these type of people, in your life. Yes. Because you always want to make sure that you're around people that are bringing you up, that are helping you be the best version of yourself. That's absolutely. Friends want to see friends win. I want to see my friend win. I said it earlier. I'm going to say it again, and I'm probably going to say it again and again and again in this podcast. You truly are like who you hang around. Show me your 5 best friends, your 5 top girlfriends, and that tells me a lot about who you are. Yes. And that's true. Yes. If you're around messy people, then you're probably messy. If you're around, you attract it. If you're around CEOs, you're a CEO. I guarantee.
Or look, or you climbing that ladder.
You're going, right? Yeah, I guarantee. Birds of a feather truly do flock together. So you have to try to realize, okay, wait a minute, why am I attracting this type of negativity? Let me kind of do self-reflection. But if you're around these people, and Kiran said it, pray, ask God, figure out why, have a conversation. I know for me, when I was going through some situations with people, and I prayed and asked God, he let me know it was a pruning season for me. It was a season of character development. He was, because I didn't understand it. I didn't get it, and I self-reflected, like, wait, I'm confused. What's happening here? This blindsided me. And God began to say, no. I did this. Like, this is me. And so when that happened, I was like, okay, so sometimes God, no, not sometimes, all the time, God will use people to bless you. God will use people to prune you. God will use people to keep you on your face to pray. God will use people to help you get to the next level in your life. You will have the best seasons of your life through people. And so you kind of have to, again, like Kiran said, know what shelf to put those people on.
Yes. And I think you had said something about this earlier when it talks about as far as your friends. I believe it's friends. They're there for, what is it, a reason, a season, and a lifetime.
Yeah.
You have to know as far as and recognize as far as when you come in contact and you have relationships as far as with these people. Sometimes the signs are not like there like right away.
You can't see them.
or whatever. But that's okay. I don't think you should go in like, okay, wait, before become friends, I need to make sure that you're here for a lifetime and you're not here for a season, and you're definitely not here for a reason, or whatever. But it's like you almost have to, just be open, and ask God, okay, God, lead me as far as with this relationship. Where do they need to be in my life? Because a lot of times when you click with someone, it's easy for you to open yourself up.
It really is.
It's easy for you. You open yourself up, you start talking, you start sharing or whatever. But I would just say, just be prayerful, and just be prayerful. I'm going to say it like that. Just be prayerful and be led. If you don't have, and I said this before, if you don't have friends or that good friend, it's okay to have associates, but you need a good friend. You need somebody that you can be 101% with, not 100%, 101% with, or whatever. Pray, ask God, like, okay, God, I'm out here. I need somebody I can buffer with. I need somebody that I can share with, and ask him to show you, he or she, who that person may be. And again, just be open. Be open to whoever it is. Be open to whoever it is.
That's good. That is good. Wow. Man, I know that was kind of a heavy episode, but it needed to be had. Those are red flags if you were dealing with, and there's more red flags. These are the first 5.
These are just a few. Yes.
Just a few red flags. So we're going to end our podcast here. We're so glad that you joined us. Next week, we're going to talk about the green flags of friendship. That should be more happy, upbeat.
Yes. And again, besties, we don't want these red flags to scare you from cultivating, developing, as far as your friendships. We just want you to be aware. Just to be aware of some flags that are out there, because you don't want to get too deep into a friendship. Years have gone by and it's like, wait, pause. That's her. You just want to be aware. So if anything you need to address, you can address it right away.
Right.
And I can say this, and because I have experienced this, don't let things slide.
No.
You cannot just continue just to let things slide. If you see the red flag, say something.
Address it. Right.
Don't let it slide. Yes. We love y'all. We love y'all, besties. We love y'all, besties. And we pray and we hope that something that we have said on this broadcast on today, has helped you, it has blessed you, and it would help you in your current friendship and your future friendships to come.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.